sure is a pretty day. I feel like a chocolate. Oh look, an eagle feather. Over the next week, we worked hard chasing Jerry and all his buddies through Normandy. Only problem was, Jerry wasn't always that eager to get caught. And no matter what, it always ended the same way. Somebody had to die.
What I can't figure out is why they ain't managed to get me.
That was the funny thing about Lieutenant Dan Taylor, though he always did his best to keep the platoon out of harm's way. When it came to his own well-being, Dan had what my mama calls a serious death wish.
It's a major part of my family tradition.
According to family tradition, Dan Taylor's whole life was little more than a preparation for one end: his glorious death in the service of the Republic of the United States. Just like his daddy in the First World War. And his granddaddy in the war against Spain. And his great-granddaddy in the Civil War.
Okay, gentlemen, we gotta find a safe area to set up camp.
My intercom is buzzing. It must be the General. Yes, General.
Margaret, have our records regarding the beachhead arrived?
They arrived this morning, General.
Great! I need you to find an infantry officer for a public relations mission. Specifically, someone who exemplified himself during the first wave on D-Day.
Yes, sir. I'll get to it now. These are the files regarding Omaha Beach. Now, let's see what's here. Thelma, have a look at these records. I found two of our boys in France that almost look exactly alike.
Well, Margaret, that is strange. The General won't be interested in that useless private.
Maybe not, Thelma. But I think he'll be interested in Private Gump's squad leader.
Yes, Margaret?
I've got some files for you to look at, sir.
It'll have to wait. I've got a meeting with Patton in 10 minutes. Briefly tell me what you found.
Two officers stood out, sir. A captain and lieutenant.
Great, Margaret. Leave them in my in tray. And pass any rejects on to George Marshall.
Why, sir?
Just do it, Margaret. That's an order.
Oh, well, ours is not the reason why.
On his way to the meeting, General Ike got a quick look at the files in his tray.
Captain John Miller looks like a candidate for the mission. I'd better get him on board before George Marshall gets a hold of him.
It was summertime in London. That meant anything. So they had the windows open. Some folks called it a freak wind that came up. I don't know anything about that. All I know is there was nobody around to close the window.
Phew! That was some wind. Hell, looky down at this. I better put those files where they're supposed to be. Now it's time for my coffee break.
That was a wild wind just then.
Sure was, Mrs. Cox. I had to pick your files off the floor.
Oh dear, did you put them in the right tray?
Don't fret, Mrs. Cox. They's now where they're supposed to be.
Ah, Margaret, I found you.
It's my coffee break, sir.
I'll be in meetings all day, so we better talk now. Just before the windstorm, I had a quick look at those files. Angie, I want you to contact our admin unit in Normandy. Get them to locate those boys listed in the files.
Yes, sir. I'll find those two fellas in your in-tray.
And what do you need me to do, sir?
Margaret, I need you to arrange transport across the channel. Ladies, I'm heading for France.